Hey Internet, YouTube, I want to talk about, as a follow-up to Dana Durnford's expose on the attack dog called Dots, a person who is on the Internet with a YouTube channel. I'm not going to tell his channel because he's a vicious attack dog employed by the nuclear criminal syndicate. And it's a follow-up. I was listening to I'm going to attach Dana's expose on this person who has attacked me, who has vilified me, who has accused me, who has actually he has published private transactions between myself and another person on the internet. He's allowed to do it. I've complained about this, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Anyway, what I want to talk about just briefly in this it's not a video. I'm gonna post this painting. What you see behind or in front of my speech here is my icon, the image of a character with two heads pummeling himself into the ground. One of them will die. If one dies, the other dies. It makes no sense. Obviously, this is the Fukushima icon. I should probably replace this. I did the Fukushima icon. I should probably replace this character with my Fukushima because it's a lot more appropriate. Of course, Fukushima is based on the mythological character called Shiva, a reincarnation of Krishna in his multiple manifestations. I mean, these Indians have many manifestations of the same sort of, I don't know, what is that, psyche? And Shiva is basically an internal, it reflects an internal battle we need to fight. We have a fight on our hands, and it's obviously externalized now with Fukushima more than ever before in the history of our planet. We are in the age of fission. I have called it the age of fission because it's very distinct to the time that we live in. We have discovered a process called fission. We discovered it, we invented it, it doesn't exist anywhere else in the universe. And what I would just want to comment on briefly is the idea that what I feel is the poison that is actually potentially going to destroy this experience that all of us share with all other creatures called life. We share this experience. It's not just us. It's other creatures who share this experience called life. And what I'm thinking today is what is poisoning our planet. And obviously, we have externalized this poison, but this poison comes from a battle we are losing. What Shiva represents in the Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, if you look into this, this is an internal battle that each individual person on this planet fights. And why do you think there are 7 billion people on this planet? I believe there is actually an enormous effort to save this experience, to make this continue, that we don't want to kiss off on this, that we actually want to continue this experience called life, which is why there are 7 billion people on this planet right now, and each soul is of utmost importance to contribute their, what I have referred to this, we have a very singular, it's anomalous, it appears to be anyway, anomalous to me. We have what is called conscience. We can do the right thing. And being the life forms that are potentially going to end all other life through the nuclear fission reaction that was invented by Marie, or discovered, invented, I don't know. Marie Curie talked about it, but Strassman Hahn in 1938, and Fermi before that, he didn't know what he was doing, discovered, understood, invented, whichever way you want to look at this, nuclear fission, which can't be stopped. Once it's started, it just continues for thousands and thousands of years. And my point is, in this video, in this expose, I want to talk about poison. And people like the Dots character and what Dana talked about today. He talked about a person who is trying to obfuscate the absolute clarity that we are being destroyed by nuclear fission from the Fukushima Daiichi plant that is disseminating the poisons into the ocean, the food basket of our planet, the oxygen that we breathe is created in the Pacific Ocean, 40, 50%, 60% even of oxygen from the life that is in this ocean is being destroyed. And where does this poison originate? And as an artist, I'm not somebody that is too interested in the external world. I am more interested in the inner world. And the inner world, the work that I make, the painting are representations of my inner world. They are metaphors for something that I've understood or I'm trying to understand through my process of making paintings. And what I've understood that the difficulties that we're facing now, the destruction through nuclear, the nuclear criminal syndicate that has taken the field on pretending to everyone that they are the saviors, safe, clean, cheap, which is an ultimate lie. We all know it will cost hundreds of billions. There is no way to clean up Fukushima, but they pretend they can clean it up and it'll cost hundreds of millions of dollars. And what my point is, what I want to get to, is that the poisoning comes from not an external circumstance, but the poisoning is the toxicities of the souls that we carry through this experience. And the souls may in fact continue. There is a continuity. I love the idea of eternity. I have a romance, as I've said in previous videos, with eternity. And what I'm saying is that unless we detoxify our souls, I want to make this very clear to people listening to me. Unless we detoxify our souls, we're not going to make any difference whatsoever towards the external existence. It begins with our inner world. And what I feel, this is something that I've understood in the last year, 6 months, that our anger cannot be sustained, or let me put it this way, our anger is irrelevant if it becomes the nature of our existence. Anger needs to be transmuted into a change. And as long as we remain within this volatility of anger, like this Dots guy is promoting, this Dots fellow is promoting antagonism and anger. He's trying to engage me. He personally sent me an email and threatens me with actions. He's a windbag. He's a complete nobody in the scheme of things, but they capture, and I'm distressed somewhat by Dana's own distress yesterday around this person, which is the idea to keep us in this state of anger and distress and anxiety. What we need to do is cleanse ourselves of the toxins psychically, the psychic toxins. And anger is a beautiful thing placed in the right, in my own experience. If I'm angry about something, it motivates me, but it's transmuted, it's changed. As I go through the expression of this anger, I come out on the other side in a feeling that has cleansed me. We need to cleanse ourselves through the anger, not continue it, not maintain it. And I think this is the poison that is continuing on the planet, the anxieties, the angers that keep us trapped in a way of doing things that isn't working. And it's my character, as you see on the screen. The character you see on the screen is my representation of this self-destruction that is based on It is completely senseless, irrational to continue this level of destruction of ourselves. It is irrational. And what is destroying us is primarily, on a functional level, is the conformity, what I believe to be the conformity that we adhere to. We believe what people tell us. Look, we have to verify things for ourselves. We have to become our own masters. We have to experience what it is that we're going through for ourselves. Nobody is going to give us any answer. We have to experience for ourselves. Conformity is allowing someone else to tell us what we should think or feel. And the other part is, and this is the important part, is that we have the ability to do the right thing, what is termed in lingo as conscience. I rather resent this phrase, conscience, with science. I suppose it's been bastardized, the idea of science, but for lack of a better word, I will say we can exercise conscience, and the toxicity that we experience in the physical world originates in our psyches, in our souls. Our souls are toxic, and we need to clean them up. And the way we clean them up is by stopping to conform. We need to not be conformists, and we need to begin to care. We need to start to care.